Hello, my name is Abigail Molina, and I took part on the AMORAY training and project. As a drama therapist, to be precise, as a volunteer in different countries, and just going to visit places where seekers or young immigrants have arrived, and giving some support. And at the YMCA, I was an assistant accommodation project worker. So just giving a lot of emotional support, mostly with things as mental health, school, social skills, just moving around, knowing a new city, stuff like that. So mostly as a someone that is giving some type of support. The experiences that I've heard and that I heard from other people is the most valuable thing, because besides reading it from books, besides having someone telling me from another book or something like that what is the situation, statistics in mental health, nothing compares to the experience of other people and what they have to offer and their points of view. So I would say that's very valuable. And just being able to present this to other people as well, I feel that it gave me a better understanding, because I really had to read in depth and really had to do more research to understand what I was saying. And I think that's something that I would take with me. That was very valuable. The first one that comes to mind is self-care. Because as a therapist and as someone who really enjoys giving their time to others and trying to assist and support others, sometimes I don't really give that support to myself. So that self-care reminding was very important. A couple, actually. As I mentioned, I work at the YMCA for some time, for almost 2.5 years. So I came in contact with asylum seekers on daily basis, pretty much. One was it was not traumatic at all. It was actually very nice. I was helping one of the young girls with her English homework, and I was once an immigrant myself. Well, I've been an immigrant a couple of times in different countries now, but the very first time that I could remember this experience as an immigrant, I remember learning English and how difficult it was, and crying sometimes because I couldn't understand it. So, anyways, this girl comes to me and she's asking for help. And I couldn't believe in that moment. And I shared this experience with her. I couldn't believe that I was helping someone with her English, when just a couple of years ago, I was in the same situation asking help from someone else because it was just so complicated. And I shared this with her, and she was so surprised. She was like, "Really? Like, how is that possible that you struggle at one time with learning English?" And I did tell her, like, yeah, and I'm sharing this with you, so hopefully it gives you a little bit of hope that it passes. Like, it's an experience, at least with this part of you moving to a different country, at least the language. At one point, I hope for you that maybe you are in a similar situation, helping someone else, and if not, at least years from now you remember that, wow, this part of my life was hard at that time, but years have passed and it's not that hard anymore. Maybe when we're sharing our own experiences, as I just mentioned with mine, that we want to encourage someone, try to not make it all about us, and maybe learn some, I don't know if this will be social or cultural cues, maybe both, about when is a good time to share some stuff and when it's not. Um, Maybe the conclusion of this is to be aware of the other person, to just be very, very aware when we, as coaches, are trying to help them, just to be very aware that this is about them, their experience, and how I can do the best as someone supporting them, to support them, not to tell them what to do, but to give them these tools